Hello everyone and welcome. Thanks for joining. This is the fourth stop of the Predator EuroTour and we're here in Slovenia for the Kamui Slovenian Open. We are in the business end now. It's last 32 matches and this is now single elimination. Race to 10. We're in for a bit of a treat here. We have the current EuroTour champion from the last event, Mirko Fortunski. He won in Austria just not too long ago, and he's playing the young upcoming Iwan Dorner from Germany, multiple European gold medalist and a fine talent. This will be hopefully an exciting match. My name is Graham Hickman and I'll be here talking you through this match, and we will kick off with Fortunski to break after winning the lag. Fortunski's been in some fine form. Like I mentioned, recently winning the Austrian EuroTour. He was fantastic in that event. Played some exceptional pool, some incredible matches along the way, which I had the privilege of commenting on some of them. He was a well-deserved winner. And he's also going strong in this event, cruising his way through to the single elimination. Iwan Dorner did lose a match and had to go through the scenic route into the losers qualification, but battled through to earn his place in this single knockout stage. As you can see, it's 8-ball and we have a tapped table, so the balls will be sitting very nicely together in the rack space. No magic racks, just a very good setup. And each player will have 2-break format, which means they will have 2 breaks before switching to the other player. So Fortunski has just broken his first one. Whatever happens in this rack doesn't matter, he will have another break, and then it will go over to Iwan for his breaks, and so on. Shot clock is in play. They have 1 minute from the break and a 35-second shot clock with a 25-second extension. So now we filled you in on all of the details. We can get amongst this match, and straight away Fortunski there showing frustration. Bit of a loose one. They tried to pull it back for the 4-ball, I think, between the 2 stripes, and as you can see, he's left himself basically hooked on everything. Does have a 1 real kick, but in all honesty, is he going to get much cover? I don't think so. Calling the bottom corner. Looking at something. He's trying to kick the 3 in the corner. Misjudged that by some way. Didn't expect him to miss it completely. That's a bit of a mistake there early on, but first rack is a race to 10. But always nice to get a ball in hand to start with. Yeah, these balls are sitting pretty nice because some of the solids have been removed. There's a little bit less traffic on the table. Really dangerous player, Iwan Dorner. Like I said, he's won multiple medals at the Junior European Championships, gold, silvers. Very dangerous indeed. Upcoming player. Don't see any major problems here. Get rid of this 9-ball. And then he's got a choice of 2 in the side, whichever one he wants to play for. Be interesting to see how this match evolves, because Fortunski can be incredibly dangerous, flamboyant, loves to go for game, his shots. But this man is also very, very dangerous and steady away, he doesn't miss much. A little bit off angle here, I think. Not sure if he can come down the left side of the black or can he come straight black. The 3 ball is blocking the pocket of the 8 ball, I think. So he might have to be a little bit creative. Maybe a little bit of angle here. He can come down the left side, I think. Yeah, he's forced it. And is it there? It's a bit short, mind. Then you can see it doesn't go past the 3, so not ideal here. There you go. What a let off for Fortunski there. Surprising miss. It was all by the position he had on his last stripe, and the way the 3 was blocking the 8 just didn't give him easy position. Still one good shot here for Fortunski to get in. Probably a couple of rails. Oh wow, he's missed that by some way. How's your luck? I don't think the 8 ball goes past the 6, so maybe not a complete sellout. He might have to go for a bit of a cross bank here on the top right. Yeah, he's calling it. I think that's his only option, to be honest. He's got to avoid a double kiss, and he's also got to avoid the 2. All kind of things could go wrong here. He might play a bit of a slowish one. Yeah, he's trying it. He's not far away. Good effort. He has covered the 2 ball, so I still expect Fortunski to get out here, but it does make it that little bit more tricky. Yeah, it's all about this next shot now. Play this one down the rail and try and leave a nice angle on the 4 ball. Maybe he could take the 4 now if he wanted to and go round the black. Probably play the 2 in the same pocket. It's probably a smart shot to do that, but he thinks he can still keep the same angle. Probably just kill this one. Yeah, it's got the same shot really, just a little bit further away. Yeah, the reason why he chose to go this way is because he wanted that 2 ball to be his last ball, just to make it a bit more safer to be on the black. So play the 2 in the same pocket, I think. Is he there? It needs to go. Oh, nicely judged. Just a little bump on the 8. His extension, yeah. Oh, he's not going for it, he's just going to use the rest. So Fortunski gets first rack on the board. A couple of maybe uncharacteristic misses early on from both players. Here's the first rack, so just settling in. This is the last match of the day. So it's been a full day of pool for both these guys. And we're getting to the serious end of this event, where tomorrow we will find out who will win this event. We play to a finish tomorrow, and then the women's is also starting as well. A nice 6,000 for the first prize for the winner, and to be crowned Kamui Slovenian Open. I'm sure Fortunski would love to win back-to-back titles. Wants to get these 2 balls in the side if he can. That's his objective. Keep that cue ball in the middle of the table. 2 balls in the center pockets. Gets 1, gets 2. Wow, what a great break that is. That was the cue ball. taking solids, I think. Potentially. Well, that 4-ball looks a little bit funny. Might actually take stripes. It's got a nice one starting in the middle. Yeah, stripes are pretty good as well. Got that 10-ball up table on its own, but it's got a very good starter here. Just work on these 4 balls all together on the bottom part of the table. Yeah, he's got a few options here. He might opt to go up for that 10 ball now after the 9 if he's got an option to get rid of it. Doesn't have to go that way if he doesn't want it. This is a good thing with 8 ball, you have so many options. Just pull the cue ball back a little bit. He needs a good angle on this 9 ball. He could choose to go up for the 10 just to make sure he's on the 10. If he plays on the 9, he has to have an angle to go up table, so I wouldn't be surprised if he went up for the 10 here. He doesn't have to, but he does have a nice angle should he choose to go up. Yeah, he's digging down, so he might go up for the 10. Yeah, I like that shot because this way he's guaranteed to be on the 10, and the 9 ball does go in a few pockets, whereas if he played for the 9 and he didn't have the right angle, he was a little bit struggling to get up there, so he needs it to slow down though. Yeah, that's not a good shot. He's in a bit of trouble here. So the question now is, can he draw? Can he pot the 9 without hitting the solid straight in front of it? If he can, he has a choice, he has a shot, but if he can't avoid it, he's trying to draw and miss it. It's going to be close. Oh, I tell you, that was very close. It's actually overdone it a little bit, but I don't think he had much of a choice. This is a blind cutback. Chance he might play this into the long rail, so it's missable, but he should make it. Cue ball's going to go towards the solid over the corner. Oh, he's missed it. Oh, put his hand up there. He didn't play it off the 2, but he will definitely take it. Still settling in, I think, is Mietko. Trying to get used to the table and get comfortable, but when he's in stroke, he's very dangerous. Like a lot of the Polish guys. So good at 8 ball. So we get to see Yuma's break. He's such a tall guy as well. Be looking to give it a good pop. Try and keep that cue ball in the middle of the table. Try and get the 1 or the 10. Oh, he scratched. That's not what he wanted to do. He put a bit too much topspin on that. Lost the cue ball. And he's gifted a chance. Glorious chance as well. There's no real clusters. And with ball in hand, yeah, both balls are pretty decent. It's all just about preference. Trying to get this one away from the middle as soon as possible so he can get his other tricky ball out of the way. Looks like he's going to try and clear the bottom part of the table. If he can get this 10. Yeah, that tells me that this goes past the 4 ball. if it does, it's a great chance to clear this part of the table and then come down. Goodness me, that looks very tight. Does that even go? Wow, what a great shot. Needs it to bounce though. Yeah, he's underhit that a little bit. Yeah, it's a bit of a tester here. He's going to try and stun over below the black. From this 13, he's going to stun over to below the black and the rail on the right hand side. Yeah, I don't think he's going to cannon into the ball. That one does go in the side, so he can drift past it, but looks like he's trying to run into it, maybe to be on the 9. Just drop this in and play a little bump. Risky. How's the bump? It's not too bad. The only downside is he's going away from where he needs to be, so there's a bit of traffic up table as well. I don't know if he can hold it. He might be able to just pot it with a little bit of check and come above the black, above the middle pocket on the right. Yeah, that's a really good shot. He can just drop this one in now. Leave a little bit of angle on this one down the bottom. Play the 8 ball in the side probably. He's left that a little bit thinner than he would have liked, mind. So he might have to change his plan. Can he come straight up in between the 2 solids? Yeah, I don't know if he might have to come back. Yeah, he's left that a little bit awkward. Possibly going to have to change his path a little bit. He's digging down. He's trying to kill it. He's missed it. Oh, wow. How was that drop? That looked like he overcut that. I'd love to see a replay on that one after. That was a good recovery there from maybe a loose couple of positional shots, but he managed to weather the storm. And now we have, this is where it gets interesting, because Fortunski has taken one of Yuma's breaks, so now he's guaranteed to have a lead when he comes back to the table for his breaks. This is now becoming a big rack for Dorner here. He needs to avoid that white ball going anywhere near those centre pockets. Yeah, that was much better. I say much better. It was a better cue ball in terms of contact. No crazy topspin into the side, but I think he's going to be forced into taking a solid here. A little bit of work to do. The 5 ball down the bottom just give him some options to try and do something, maybe with that 7 ball. If it doesn't go, still got to play one good shot here. A couple of rails. Oh wow, he's missed it. He's having a little bit of a nightmare at the moment. Not settled at all. Nothing's coming easy. Hasn't really left anything simple to start with. I'm not sure if this 2 ball is potable in the side. You can take the 1 ball. I pot them both here. No. So the big question here is the 7 ball. Does it go? Don't think it does. Yeah, that's why he's trying to move it. It hasn't worked out, so in a little bit of trouble here. However, where the 2 ball is, he could play kind of a stop shot on the 2 leave the cue ball where the blue 2 is, and he might have some angle on the 6 ball to just come in and hit the 7 from behind. I think that's his only option from here. Just kill the cue ball there. And this is all about pace. Doesn't want to hit this too hard. He's going to try and pop the 6 ball in the side, go into the long rail, hit the 7 from behind, try and keep the cue ball where the 7 is and push the 7 towards the short rail, have a shot. Yeah, all about pace. Oh, that's a great shot. That's as good as he could have played that. What a great shot. It's still a bit thin, but it's the best he could have done, really. Just going to drop this in, a little bit of left hand spin, maybe 2 rails, play the 3 in the side. Great clearance. Just pull this back a little bit. What a fantastic run out this is. And this is what Fortunski can do. So creative, so aggressive. And Fortunski takes all the first 4 racks. And now he has his own 2 breaks to come as well. So this is, when you talk about breaking, the lag in this type of format is so important, because what it means is if you win the lag, you actually have the first 4 breaks of the first 6 racks. So normally a lag, you know, you kind of flip a coin, who breaks first, you think it's not really a big deal, but actually it is in a 2 break per person format. Super critical. There you see on the other table, Albin Ocean's playing in the last 32 against Yuri Pisklov. Having a good run. There's Yuri from Germany also. Score there's Albin is 2-1 up at the moment. That's on the other stream table. We have 2 streams running. There is commentary on the other table as well with our good friends Tim de Ruyter from the Netherlands and George Tejachea from the US. So you can pick your poison, whichever match or commentary you prefer. Yeah, Albin just doing what Albin does. Commentated on him earlier today. Really struggled earlier today, somehow managed to win this morning. That's the thing with Albin, even on his B game or C game, he's still so very dangerous. So player Yuma's just taking a short time out on our table. We'll just give him a minute or 2. He has a 5-minute timeout, so once he rejoins we will be right back. Here we go. Fortunski, 2 breaks to come. For those just joining us, last 32 match. Race to 10, single knockout. And that's how you break an 8-ball. Multiple balls down. No major problems. Wide open table. Pretty much choice of solids or stripes. I do like where the solids are, however, doesn't really have the easiest of openers. You might even choose to take stripes here. Sometimes it comes down to personal preference and how you see the run out, how you see the finish. Of course, most players will always look, is every ball potable? And then you start to look about, right, how can I get on that 8-ball in the most easiest way possible? And then work your pattern from there. It's generally the way. He's bumped into the 8 there. Surprising he did that, but he maybe didn't have a choice. It actually works out quite nice because it puts the 8 ball into the top half of the table where his remaining 3 balls are. So he might run 2 rails here, come to the left side of the black, possibly. How's the pace? Doesn't want to be tight on the rail. Oh, he's played that well. You can just drop this in for the 10 ball onto the short rail. A little bit straight, but it's nothing he can't work with. And because he bumped that 8 ball up the table, he's actually got more on it than he thought there. So he's going to probably just draw this back just below the 1. Even if he hits the 1, he can probably run forward as well. Yeah. Nice judgment. Just draw this into the solid. Lovely stuff. This is the dangerous thing in 8 ball when you have someone finding a break. Once they have a lead, it's really hard to claw your way back into it because you're just frozen in your chair. But lots of action going on at the moment. We have the EuroTour, the Kamui Slovenian Open, and then from next week we have all the European Championship for the juniors in this same venue, same location. So we have all disciplines, straight pool, 8 ball, 10 ball, 9 ball. Be some great stuff to come. So a full, probably another 10 days of pool for you. We're back to Fortunski. Oh, and he's found this. He's found the balls in the side pockets like a dream. So looking very dangerous. And look at the stripes. Solids aren't too bad. But if he can pop this stripe, I think he'll probably take it, just because of the little problem on the right side of the table. He's just working out his path. He could drop this in and maybe play the 10. Or he could choose to come down table. Depends on his angle. Yeah, he's got enough to hold it. He's going to try and get rid of the 10 and the 9. And he's only got a couple of balls down table. But his body language tells me he doesn't like the angle. Maybe he's just off straight going into the 1. That might be. He can't go forward possibly. Yeah, can he draw above the 1? I don't know. Or he could just miss it. Doesn't want to be behind the 6 though. And he is. A little bit of a lifeline for Yuma here, because this is not straightforward. He might have to leave that 9 ball till the end, just because of the location of these last 2 balls. He might have to do it that way. Yeah, I thought so. So he'd love to kind of be pretty much straight on this 9 ball on the rail, so he can draw the cue ball all the way down table, possibly playing the 8 ball in the same pocket as this stripe now. Just don't know if he can get there. He's going to try to spin it a couple of rails. Looks like he can. Just come above the middle pocket. He's going to punch it. This is going to be a long draw shot. This will be a test of your cueing. It's got a lovely straight angle, so try and bring the cue ball somewhere around the middle pocket or below. Will be nice. Oh, didn't he cue that well? Absolute dream. Well, this is great stuff by Fortunski. Full of confidence at the moment. Another break and run, so yeah, I guess it's worrying times now for Yuma. He needs a little bit of help from the pool gods, because the Polish pool gods will not be stepping in. Just a quick update on the other table. Albin is now 3-1 up, so a little bit slower pace on that table, but it does happen, and we can see there's been some break and runs here. So if Yuma wants to stay in this match, he has to find a way to win his 2 racks. or at least get something going. Just took a bit of pace off, which has kind of worked for potting a ball, but the downside of that is you have a lot more clusters, as you can see. Saying that, even though the balls are a little bit clustered, you can get the one ball out of the way straight away at the bottom, which isn't a bad outcome. It's just maybe the 6 and 7 up table. 7, as you can see there, does go in the top right, which means that could connect to the 6 in the side, so it's not a terrible layout actually. Just got to play a couple of good positional shots here. I'm wondering here if he might just put this 4 on the side and maybe play a little bump on the stripe just up next to the line. Oh, he's gone past. Maybe he's okay. Yeah, worked out really well. Landed very nice. So these two, within the first couple of shots, he's removed these 3 more trickier balls of the run. He would love to be straight on this 2 ball. I'm surprised he drew that back. He could have just played a stop shot and then left another 2-ball stop shot for a 3-ball stop shot on the 8-ball, so still fine. Just had to do a little bit more with the cue ball. Yeah, you can just drop this in. Yeah, we finally got a good look at how Yuma can play. As you can see, he's very steady. It's just unfortunate it's taken 6 racks really for him to get a good chance on the table. Needs to do it again to keep himself putting a little bit of pressure on Mietsko. So he's just going to do it again, probably similar pace, try and get them 2 balls in the side, or at least one of them. No, missed them both. No bonus ball, so dry break. First glance, I don't see a stripe that's potable, so Fortunski could be forced into taking solids, which isn't terrible looking at the layout. A 2-ball could be a challenge, but it does go in the top left. Great if he can try and get after that 2-ball as soon as possible. That's going to be probably this problem ball. I wonder if he can try and get somewhere near it here. Play the 1 ball. Maybe 1 ball, 3 ball, the yellow 1 ball, red 3 ball, maybe the pink 4 ball. Get on that 2 and try and leave the 5 till the end, maybe. I think the 4 ball to the 2 ball is maybe the most logical option. Yeah, he has a few options. He might even choose to get rid of the 5 ball now, potentially, but no, he's going. I think he's not sure. He's taking the red 1 first, so that tells me he's going to go 5 and then the 1-4, maybe leave 2 till the end. Bit more risky that way, but he's thinking probably because it's the most trickiest ball, I can get on it. And he'd rather just pot it and take it at the end because the 8 ball is in the centre of the table. Just wants to roll this through a little bit. So he could actually play the 4 and bump into that stripe just above the 2 and leave the 2 ball straight in the left centre pocket. Oh, he's coming the other way, so it does go in the right centre. Didn't think that it went, so it's got a few options. Oh, he's just played for it in the top left like the original plan. So how's your cueing? Can you get through? He's bridging. He's just taking what the table gives him. Smart play. It's a bit of a longer 8 ball, but he'd much rather have a shot on it than try to force something. Bit of a tester. Big rack this one. He's going to pinch another rack from Yuma's innings. Oh, what a great shot. Yeah, that was nicely worked out. Wasn't so straightforward. And this is the thing with 8 ball. Because you have so many balls on the table, there's always various different ways you can run the balls. There's a lot of personal preference. Certain shots players prefer to play over others. Sometimes it's really easy, but sometimes you've got to be creative. I think that's what 8 ball brings out, the creative side of a lot of players. Little bumps and finding gaps, shot selection. So let's see Mietsko. I tell you, if he can somehow run 2 of his racks, he could get to the hill, which would be incredible. Oh, just missed the 1 on the side. Where's the 2 going? Bonus ball. Oh, he gets it. It's a little bit of a fortunate one, but it does happen. And look at this break. Looks like stripes maybe. Oh, pretty much wide open over the pockets. Solid's also good. Not sure about down the bottom end of this table. I think the stripes are just looking so much more obvious. I'd love to get this one at the top of the table out the way first and then work his way down. Yeah, this is looking, I think the word is ominous. He's got so many options here. He can bring the cue ball down somewhere around the middle of the table, and he's got a choice of 3 stripes really. Take his pick. He's got 12 in the side, he's got the 9. This makes sense, just get rid of that one out the way, and then we're in dot to dot territory here. Again, there's a few options. You could take the 12 first or the 9. It's really just, you might just roll the 9 through and, yeah, maybe roll the 9 through, play the 12. Yeah, he's going the other way. I think he's more thinking, what's the easiest way to get on the 8 ball? Not sure he's left a good angle there. No, that's not the best. He really wanted to be straight there. He's got to play a little bit of a shot here. I still don't expect him to do anything crazy, but wow, that's super careless. That is really, really careless. He had so much table to play with. Even if he ran forward another 8 inches. Sometimes it can be so easy, you can make it difficult. A little bit of a tester now, up and down. It's a good recovery. Put himself in all sorts of trouble there, which shaking his head. it can just be a bit careless sometimes in 8-ball. It's not so much the potting of the balls, it's which order do you take them in. Can give you a little bit of a mind freeze or paralysis by analysis. You're thinking which is the best way to go. However, it doesn't matter now. He's been able to run another rack. I have to say this is very heavy one-way traffic at the moment. Just on the other table, Albin has extended his lead to 4-1. So going strong there, but not as strong as this Polish machine, the Butcher, looking for another big break. That's a great cue ball. There's the one going. Gets one in the side, I think, and another one round the corner. So quick first glance, wide open again. Stripes or spots. So much choice. I think the 4 does go in the top left, so he can choose solids if he chooses. Well, these balls are just again spoiled for choice. Yeah, I don't blame him going for solids just because it was just so easy to get the first couple of balls out the way. He does have some work to do on the left side of the table with the 6 and the 7. I say work, it's just about getting that cue ball. They both go down the rail on the left side. So he'd love to kind of get back on this 4 ball somehow here. Maybe bump into the 12 maybe. He's trying to find the gap and he hasn't. It's a little bit of an issue. Not massive, but he needs to get rid of this 4 ball ideally, because if not he's going to have to come back. It does go in the top right, I think, as well, so that could help him. As you can see, it does go, so he could come back for that. Could choose to come back for it now. He's going the same way as before, putting his eggs, all his eggs in one basket, kind of. It's a bit risky. However, he's going to have to thread this cue ball just above the 8 if he's going to take it in the top left. Can he draw it up? I think he can. So now I don't know how much space he's got. Can he draw through the gap for the 8 in the side, or does he punch it off a couple of rails? It's hard to tell. Looks like he's digging down, so he might try to draw this through the gap if he can. Oh, he's miscued it. Goodness me, what a... Wow, that's where you need the pool gods. That's incredible. Yeah. It's a very good safety. You know, he's not going for anything crazy. You should never underestimate your opponent. He's just keeping it tight. There's no point in pushing the boat out here. Yeah, so a little bit of a lifeline. I mean, he's got a massive mountain to climb, let's be honest, but got to start somewhere. I think it all came back down to, like I say, he really wanted to get rid of that 4-ball as soon as possible. It can be dangerous when you leave your trickiest ball to last. Can go wrong, but it was more of a miscue than anything else. He was on the 4, fine, just didn't seem to execute it as he would have liked. And a pretty open table for Yuma to just try and get one on the board and stay in this match. Try and keep Fortunski off the hill as much as he can. The good thing next is, I'm pretty sure Yuma will run these out. He then has 2 breaks himself. Maybe, hopefully try and give him a little bit of momentum just to get his arm going a little bit. Fortunski he'll be a bit annoyed, but there'll be no panic buttons at all because he knows he has a couple of innings on his break. He's going to have plenty of chances between now and the end of this match to win a couple of racks, so he would have loved to have been on the hill there. Not meant to be. So 2 more breaks coming for Yuma, at least. Could really do with making a couple of balls here. 1 at least. Just keep the cue ball. Yeah, he's put a little bit more on it. That's better. Nicely done. Oh, this is a much better break. Stripes are looking very good and solids. The way the stripes have separated, if you notice, you have 1 on the top cushion, 1 on the left cushion, 1 on the bottom cushion, which makes them all okay, but it does mean the center of the table is kind of wide open and solid, so he's got a choice of whatever he feels makes him feel comfortable. Might even go all the way to the short reel here. That's what he's tried. He's not going to get there. He's going to have to take the one over the pocket first. This is a key shot here. All about pace. Does he come all the way up the table? How's the line? Oh, that's a great shot. He's judged it well. Not sure if he can run forward, so he might have to maybe just, or he can punch it off the rail. Oh no, he's missed it. Oh, I thought he had pushed that into the side. But this is the breaks that he needs to stay in this match and just let Fortunski know that he's still here. That's all he can do. Probably just come straight down. Play the 8-ball in the bottom right potentially. Not sure if it goes in the bottom left. It's a cue ball. Ooh, flirting with danger. Just a little apology there, I think. Any softer pace and it would have been hooked, I think. Break and run is what he needs to do. He wants to do that again. So that last break and the one before that seems to tell me he's found something pace-wise and where to hit the cue ball. So I wouldn't be surprised if he gets the side pockets again. No, but he got one in the top corner. He got two in the top. Three, one in the side as well. So a pretty good break. Two ball top of the table is a bit of a problem, whether you take solids or stripes. Yeah, it's a little bit tricky. There's also a problem around the black area as well, so I do think the black goes in the bottom left, which means solids could be an option, but he's still going to have to figure out that two ball. He does have a three ball that could help open that up. Yeah, you see the eight ball does go. It's tight, but I think it goes. I think he's going to try to use the three ball to open the two ball. He could try to get himself there now. Just come two rails under the 10 ball, sorry. Yeah, he does have the angle. So this is all about how he, if he does go to open the two, which I think he will, it's all about how he contacts the stripe. He'd love to catch it on the left side or the right side. The only danger here is if he does catch it too full and combos the two into the pocket as well, he's not going to have a shot. So he needs to make sure he can give himself a pot. He's got loads of pace. Really surprised. It's semi-worked out, but I'm not sure what he was playing there. Maybe trying to play off the stripe and get the cue ball to the right side of the table for the one ball as a backup. It's a tester. That's a good shot though. It's got a little bit of a funny angle here. I don't think he can roll it through. I'm wondering if he plays into the 8 ball here. 8 ball and the stripe is a possibility. He's trying to find the gap. Boy, that's some gap. There you see from that angle, there is a gap. If he stuns in between, below the 10 ball, try and find that gap. This will be some shot. Let's try to play the combination. It's gone wrong. Yeah, I don't blame that shot. The risk was, if you do catch the 8 full, that was always going to be a possible risk. Yeah, he might have a half chance at trying to pot this. No. Very tight. Ball in hand for Fortunski. He's going to attack this one straight away next to the solid. Get that out of the way. Get rid of this problem ball as soon as possible. Those two solid stripes at the top of the table both go on the side, so he's got plenty of options. He can run this through, play them in the top right. He could come up to the centre pocket, play them in a few different ways. Right, there you go, he's got options. They both go in the top right. A couple of little maybe screw shots. He's all around that again. Wow. Couple of balls left and Fortunski's not able to keep it simple. Yeah, he's left himself in a in-between area. Yeah, I think the side is probably the safer option. Not sure, it's hard to tell on the angle, but he can just draw straight up the table and back down to the centre. Oh, he can even hold it. That was a good recovery. Doesn't want to be perfectly straight, but he can play stop shot, worst case. If he's got a little bit of angle or not. No, you just have to take what the table gives him. Full focus on this 8. Weathered the storm that time. A little bit loose at the end of a couple of racks there, but managed to make this one count. And that gets him onto the hill. And now he has 2 breaks of his own to try and close this match out in this moment. Everything to do for Yuma. And on the other table, quick update while the balls are being racked. Yeah, Albin is flying as well. Now he's 7-1 in front against Yuri Piskalov. Everything to do there for Yuri. Looks like that match has just started to drift away. He does have one back, 7-2, so hanging in. So this is all about Fortunski from here. How many breaks is it going to take him to get that chance to win? That's really what we're thinking here. Makes a ball. And a pretty good break, I have to say. Judging by where that 4 ball is on the left side corner, it's a really awkward place. All the stripes, much more preferable. I think he goes stripes here. Straight away, he might go up table. Well, he's opting for solids. Maybe that 4 is a little bit more straightforward than it looks. He's going straight for it now. He's not on it though, I don't think. Surprising. Stripes look like they were all, maybe it's because of the 8 ball. Doesn't go past the 2, so possibly forced into taking solids there. Does look like the 8 ball maybe squeezes past, but he chose not to go for that. So he's choosing to go for a more difficult shot over the 2 ball. Oh, that's a smart shot. What a great shot that is. Chosen to get bottom side of this 4. He'd love to leave an angle to get rid of this 6 now if he could. Don't know how much he can squeeze out. Maybe just a touch. Yeah, if he can get somewhere near the center of the table here, give himself the choice of the 3 or the 2. This is pretty much all she wrote. Just think he's got a little bit straight on the 2, so he might have to play the 3 and then play the 2. He's left-handed, so he might need his extension for this. Don't know if he can reach it. No, he can. He might just play the 8 ball in the bottom. What a fantastic break and run this is. A couple of great shots. It's 10 ball, this 8 ball for the win. Fortunski steam rolls on. Fantastic performance from Mietsko. Hard luck for Yuma. That 6-0 lead just was too much to overcome. And Fortunski moves into the last 16 for tomorrow, battling to try and win back-to-back EuroTours. What a great match. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Thanks everyone for joining. My name is Graham Hickman. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Please join us for the last 16 matches. They will be kicking off around 10 AM local time. And that's everything from me for now. Enjoy your evening. Bye bye.